Okay, welcome back. It was a brief break. I spent my break reflecting on my life. Came to the conclusion that I'm still alive, thankfully. So, so this is the second half of Thursday's class. In this class, we're going to be discussing what is AutoCAD. Now, we talked about the merits of software and really technology in the previous lecture. And in this lecture, I want to jump into AutoCAD. AutoCAD is an old technology. AutoCAD has not changed substantially since the 1990s. Now, that said, AutoCAD's capabilities, usability, integratable features, those have changed substantially. You have surveying equipment that can download information directly into AutoCAD. You have a lot of different file formats that work well with AutoCAD that make AutoCAD viewable. They can turn these into 3D files. AutoCAD it's an old program, but it is an old program that has a lot of knowledge base in it that can help you really understand other programs. I will say that not a lot of people use AutoCAD in today's world. There are a lot of civil engineering companies that do. There are some mechanical engineering companies that do. They tend to be smaller companies who have older documents. But a lot of companies will use higher programs like SolidWorks, CATIA, and even more advanced modeling programs than AutoCAD. AutoCAD is pretty rudimentary. But for the sakes of this class, AutoCAD does a heck of a lot to teach the foundations of modeling. And that's really what we need it for. Now, to start this lecture, if you do not have a computer that has a Windows operating system, like you have a Mac or you have a Chromebook, it is possible I believe it's possible to download AutoCAD, it's Autodesk Fusion 360. I believe that's available for all of those platforms. Fusion 360 is a web-based modeling platform. I'm not a huge fan of web-based stuff. I am a little old school in that fashion, but it is available for you. And if you need AutoCAD and you can't do it the way that I'm going to present in class today, Fusion 360 is an option. The other option that you would have for AutoCAD is it is available for Macs. It's not a very good version, in my opinion, but it is still workable. You will have to navigate through a whole lot of differences, but it is still available. I would not recommend purchasing a different computer. I feel like that's not going to be a net benefit for you. If you don't have a computer, we do have some departmental computers that we will be using during class, and we'll try to do a lot of the modeling and project work during class. So don't be too afraid. I'm also going to make this a group project. So if you only do have limited access to computers, it's not going to really impact your grade. You will need to be proactive in coming in, signing into the computers, logging in, working on those computers, etc., etc. But you're going to, we're going to be doing a lot of this stuff in class. Yes, I will introduce the Project 1 to you next week. And we're going to get started on Project 1 when you show up, either Tuesday or Thursday. I still have yet to send out who shows up on which day. I have to figure out how to break up the whiteboard group so they don't all mob me during class. At least you can mob me during two different classes. Or maybe I should just make it one so that I can just get it over with for the week. No clue. In any case, the importance of AutoCAD is that it is really helpful for understanding learning. We will use if not AutoCAD, SolidWorks later on in most of your curriculums. There is SolidWorks for electrical engineers. There's SolidWorks that's mostly for mechanical engineers. You can use it as a civil engineer, probably not as much as an environmental engineer. But in those cases, AutoCAD is really good to know for both of those. So, I really need to stop drinking soda before this class. Mountain Dew, you're doing me bad. All right, let's jump into how to download AutoCAD. So we're going to go ahead and show up bottom right screen. It's a really poor attempt at a dab. My nephew's been a very bad influence on me. So I'm going to navigate to this class. This is the wrong class. Nice. Yeah, I totally put that in the wrong class. Fantastic me. I will now upload a document to the file section of this course. Which I uploaded to a different course because I am awesome. I will upload that now. This is a PDF that just briefly describes how to do it. So if you go to Files in Canvas, this is called to download AutoCAD 2021. So I'm just going to jump in here real quick, and it's a very forward discussion. Go to this page. You can find it by going to Autodesk's website. I will show you how to navigate to that page. But it is free software for education. AutoCAD has managed to make themselves stay relevant by educating people on their products. And for that reason, people use Inventor and Maya and 3ds and all of their host of suite of products, because those products are free for students and students are used to them. And quite frankly, students are very willing to put the money down and use those products professionally if they're that used to them. I was so good with AutoCAD that I could draw incredible things in high school, and I considered buying an AutoCAD license as a result. I didn't, but I considered it because it's a very powerful program. And the fact that it's available for free, it's perks. So first of all, go to the download page. Second of all, when you go to the download page, you'll either have to click sign in if you already have an AutoCAD account, or you'll have to create an account. Now, more than likely, you're going to have to create an account. I would create an account using your DONE email. You'll have to state that you're a student in the United States. Use your DONE email account. When you go into when it navigates you back to the download page, you'll have to click download now. License type, you want it to be individual or personal use. It's not a network or a site license. This is your personal copy of AutoCAD. Choose AutoCAD 2021 for your version. You can pick either 64-bit or 32-bit for your computer, or you can pick Mac OS. That is another option. Again, if none of these work, you can actually navigate to the Fusion 360 website. And then the download just begins quickly. So it's a pretty straightforward process. I'll go ahead and step you through it. Autodesk.com. The way that I go to it is I go way down here, and then it's like, what do I do? What do I do? Okay, I'm lost. There's one in here that's education. Education. Students and educators. Okay, it's in the support and learning section. You click on that, and then click on get products. Takes you to the educational software overview, or you can, the other way you can do that is actually going down to, what is it? There's a section on here that's called like free, something free. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. my link doesn't work. I probably should check that before I sent that out. But going into educational software, there's a lot of different softwares that you can download. There's Inventor, there's, Tinkercad, that exists. It's not my favorite. Fusion 360, it's cloud-based. It's nice. Revit, some of you have used that. It's for mostly for building buildings. AutoCAD for Macs. 3ds Max, Maya, Arnold. I'm not sure what that is. AutoCAD LT, which is really, really a lightweight, very cheap, computationally very cheap program, which is nice if your computer's running out of space. Man, they have a lot of stuff. I don't even know what Flame is. A lot of programs that take 2D or 3D modeling and make it look nice. Checking the chat real quick. Oh, nobody's saying anything. Oh, it's fine. We're all talkative in the last class, and so that's basically what AutoCAD is. Now I have an older version of AutoCAD. My reasoning for doing that is because I never upgraded it. No, mine's 2019, I guess. It's not that old. It always gives me an error message because it hates my screen settings. When you pop into AutoCAD, AutoCAD looks like this. It's a grid background. AutoCAD is a drawing program where you have to know the dimensions of the drawing prior to initiating the drawing. I have to know a circle needs to be 4 inches before I draw the circle. SolidWorks is much different in that you have the ability to adjust something like that very easily after something happens, because it's more of a mate-based program based on part correlations and that sort of thing, rather than dimensions-based, which is AutoCAD. Dimensions-based is a lot more challenging to work in. For those of you who have not done any AutoCAD or SolidWorks yet, you will find AutoCAD frustrating and you will find SolidWorks liberating. That almost always happens. AutoCAD is endearing because it's so friggin' simple. There are 10,000 ways to do anything you want to do. But SolidWorks is just more powerful and a little bit more intuitive. Except when you can't figure out how to do something, and then SolidWorks is like, it's like that horror story that shows up in your closet, except it's your stepmom, and she never stops berating you because she believes that her daughter had a better future than you. Not that I have a stepmom, but it's weird because I've had one of those nightmares before. I didn't even know her. I wasn't married to anybody in my dream either. It's weird. Like, how do you get a stepmom without a wife? I don't know. Wow, that conversation went. Thank you for posting anything, Luke. It's nice to know this chat exists solely for a roast on me. Thank you. Okay. Now, drawing in AutoCAD is pretty straightforward. I'm going to leave a lot of the actual instruction up to the videos. But my suggestion to you is, if you're planning on using your own laptop for this class, be sure to bring it to class next week. Have AutoCAD downloaded. Feel free to email me if you have any problems with that download process. I want this to be seamless, and next week we're going to get started on Project 1. I'm going to have what I'm going to do for the first part of class is I'm actually going to I'm going to briefly give you some videos about course topics. I still haven't picked what time it's going to be. It might be Monday afternoon when I work on a lot of those videos. It might be around 1 p.m. If you want to jump on a live stream and you're available at Monday at 1 p.m., go for it. Otherwise, these videos will be posted and we can ask questions in class. Or you can email me with questions as you will. I try to respond to emails, or I completely ignore them entirely because I am prone to doing that. That's what happens when you're popular. I wish. I get a lot of spam. I'm popular among spam bots. I mean, they're a nice crowd. Lots of robots. But... yeah, this is actually what I look like for those of you who had me last semester. That's my face. Some of you are only used to seeing my face like this, because that's my YouTube picture. Okay. So next week, expect videos. I'll post them Monday afternoon. We'll talk about the project. I will send out assignments for whether you're going to show up Tuesday or Thursday. I'm going to let you pick your own project groups because I don't care enough to pick them for you. Sorry. Whether or not you get a good group, quite frankly, getting a bad group sometimes teaches you more than getting a good group. Thanks, Luke. Oh, that's so sweet, I think. Not sure, but I'll take that as a compliment. Thanks, Ellen. You guys are awesome. Tyr, you get back in there. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else for you for right now, but do make sure you get those 2 assignments and that 1 quiz done by next Thursday. Again, no homework is due by Tuesday. Everything is going to be due Thursday night. If I change the deadline for anything, it will be changing it to like a Friday for a project. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm not going to surprise you with it's due 2 days from now. I'm going to try to do my best to make sure that you have about a week to finish all of the assignments. Now, sometimes I post it late on a Friday. I will apologize for that, but my life gets busy too. I tried to do my best. Yeah, I don't know what that is. The problem is that it's the refresh rate of the camera and the blink rate of this LED, because the LED is actually flashing like something like 60 times a second, and the camera is refreshing faster than that. It's actually kind of cool, but yeah, I don't have to see it on the stream, but it's awesome. There you go. All right. I will see all of you next week, hopefully. If you are in quarantine next week, please let me know. I'm going to try to stream Thursday's class, but we're going to have to work on project pairings if you're not present, and I need to know you're still active in the class and just absent. Otherwise, I'm not going to make accommodations for you if you don't communicate with me. Yes. All right. Have a good